background. It's like just a fun mixed media type of flower that I like to do. So I'm just gonna go in and do a flower shape, and I have a nice messy textured surface. I'm gonna grab some orange without even like cleaning my brush off because I like that, and mixing it red in there too. And that's my thing. I really like this really fun. I got the idea way back from Mark Montana, but his are quite there's quite a difference between them, but it's just that I kind of got more sloppier and fun with it, and I think that was really what makes this piece for me, this fun art, doing these fun little flowers. So it just made it that much more appealing to me, because sometimes I just like grungy, fun, beautiful pieces that are just easy, fun, and whimsical, I suppose. So I got yellow too, so I'm just going to throw some yellow in there. It's not quite dry. I could dry it some. I'm just trying to see what I can spread here. This is my favorite blend of flowers here, guys, with the yellow, orange, and red. I love it. So, and like I said before, I wasn't sure that I was going to record these books, and decided to record them. I did one where it's like, oh yeah, I forgot to record. But I'm just going to wipe the paint off right at the moment and see if I can add a little bit more red maybe. See how that is? Just beautiful. I'm going to come down a little bit more with you guys there. It is very fun. Just a beautiful piece. And I love the thickness of the paint and just getting it on there like this and working with that and just playing with it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to dry off this, and then I'm going to do my green and blue-green for these. Now I'm just going to throw in my greenery here, and I'm not going to be particular about it. There's going to be white showing, which is okay for me. I really actually enjoy the white in the background. So I'm going to throw that in there, and then I'm going to do the blue-green in on it too, and I just love that look. I really do. So going in with my teal, turquoise, blue, green color. And I just decided that that's something I like, is both those colors together and kind of just mushing them in a little bit and having it like how I did the other colors here with the oranges and the yellows. Kind of playing with it like that. I really like it. I just do. I just like it a lot. So I don't particularly like throw it all over it, but I kind of just blop it on, or whatever catches. And that's the deal here. Yeah. And then I'm going to dry this off, and I'm going to actually wet my brush after I dry this off, and I'm going to splatter a little bit of this teal in the background, something a little different than usual, just because, get the picture on. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab another brush here and get some of that teal in the background, something I haven't really been doing, but I'm doing it for this particular piece. You don't always have to do everything the same, so I'm picking up what I can of what's on my brush, and it's kind of looking greeny, mucky, but in the palette right now, but it's perfect. So I'm going to grab a little bit of yellow and wet it and do the same thing with the yellow bit there too. Oops. Just get a little bit of a brightness, add a little bit of water. So I'm pulling off my yellow. And that's what I want to do. Now I'm going to pull a little bit of red in and do another spot, really wet it down. Just to have something a little different. I don't usually do this kind of thing on this, but like I said, not every piece has to be the same. And I think it looks really cool. Now I might do a little bit of white. And I think that's good enough there. Now, I'm just going to take it off a little bit right here, a little bit right there on my flower. But I like that. So what I wanted to do too with this was actually throw in a few white flowers here and there. So I'm going to invent a petal, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 flower petal, just like this. 2, 3, 4, 5, like as almost like they're a little bit of a star-shaped flower. And have that as just a little bit of a off different flower in there. So I have 5, I'm going to do 6, maybe 7. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're going to do one more right around, right around here maybe. And that's it. So now I have an uneven number of these wonderful white flowers. And I'm going to dry that up, and I'm going to put little centers on them, keep them in the color range. Red in the centers of these white flowers. Keep them in the color range that I have here. And I might even get a little black in there when I get my calligraphy pen out. And that's about it for that. So that's how I'm tying those in together with that. So basically all I gotta do now is dry this off again and then get my black calligraphy pen and start playing with the petals type of things. And so this is it. I got my calligraphy pen. I just have this one I use. It's kind of like, it was a piece of art. I got it from the art store. It's somebody's hand blown or blown, did this blown work on it. I bought another one and I'm still not getting it to work right. I don't know why. So I'm just using my original one I've been using. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to dip into my Indian paint here, India ink, and I'm going to slightly just let all the grooves and everything in the book kind of just work what I'm doing. So this one I'm just kind of going like out, make my petals come in closer. This is great. Maybe I got something on my camera today. It seems like it doesn't want to focus. I'm thinking I must have something on my camera because I use a webcam and it usually focuses better than this. But maybe not. Maybe it's just being stubborn today. So, yeah, this is what I usually do. So I'm just kind of letting what's in here I'm not pushing too hard. And because some of the paint's really textured. and I don't want to, really don't want to scratch the paint. I just want to lightly go over and see what kind of flowers I can make right here. Just like that. Just kind of do my little chicken scratch type of flower. Now I find them very pretty and fun. I love making them. So then I'm just going to kind of do my thing on the leaves just to make them pop a little bit, but remember I got some good texture on there, so I gotta kind of be careful still. And that's really it. So it's just a little bit of a play and have fun with it, really. And it's so fun just to make kind of a messy, beautiful thing that's really easy, messy, sketchy. And I like it. I really enjoy it. And people seem to enjoy it as well. So you can even go like more the outskirts of your flowers. Do whatever you want. I know I'm kind of moving my book as I go along in here. And that's it, guys. The part that takes the longest about designing these books is really doing the layering and then the tapping out the name and all that kind of stuff. Might just do a little bit over these white flowers, just tie them in a bit. Be more careful because I want to have that white flower look really still sharp. I kind of like that, how it's looking. So that's them. Kind of got that starry look on them. I like that. And that is that cover. Coming back up, guys, coming back up. And now I just got to put the center band, do my painting on the sides, and I like to do that starry paint on the back. I'm just going to add a little water. This is not really coming off. Use my finger. The brush is not working for metal, but that finger works great. Just try to scuff it up a bit. I'm going to use metallic lusters. I'm using gold here, gold rush, just to age it up a bit. And there we go. I think that's what I'm going to use. I might use a little bit of the flicker orange. Let's see how that looks. There's quite a bit. It's very creamy, so it was easy to put way too much on. There we go. That's that. Basically want to age it up a bit. We have that. So now I'm making the band kind of thing, goes right here. So I'm going to be needing this to cut my hole in here and my little pieces to put through. The names right now are just like leaving me. I have my orange ribbon. I kind of thought I'd want an orange ribbon today with this particular one. So I'm going to put that like that. So I'm going to glue this with tacky glue right here. They'll tack that on. Cut it straight over here. Probably have to add some heat to this, like a lighter or something. I think I have one. Somewhere. That won't run anymore. Gotta use a heater on some of these nice ribbons here, or a lighter. There we go. I'm thinking I wanted this ribbon here. Don't know. Too much. Might be too flowery. And this is kind of what I'm doing now. I'm just piling up my ribbons the way I want to look. What I'm going to do now is cut a piece of this to add right here. Gonna need to add a few pieces here and there, maybe a little different lace or something, just to make a nice beginning here. So I kind of like these like that. I might leave those two here loose. I kind of like that, but the back one will be glued on. Do I need any more? So I'm just going to kind of add my laces I'll need. Matter of layers now. I'm just doing and playing. And then I'm going to put them together. I'm missing the nice ribbon that I had that was sheer white, really nice, that I bought just for all these books. And I've been using them for these books. So then they can tie together. So I'm missing that. That's not happy. That's not good. So I'm going to clip this now. Through all this stuff. Through all these layers. And twist. Now this orange layer doesn't want to go for me. That's okay. I'll do all the other layers. Leave the orange when I'll glue it to the orange. So what I'm going to do now, it's a very silky ribbon, so perhaps that's the reason. I'm going to grab a more gold one this time. Throw it in here. Grab the other tool for this. No, that didn't come. That didn't close right. My ribbons are moving about. I think I'll have to hammer that one out. I have this string here for ribbon. I am going to try to keep it even. So this is going to be glued on here. And this is what I do with all of them. I do little different things here and there, but it's basically what I do with all of them. A little bit of glue went up in there. So I'm going to glue my ribbon down. It's going underneath. One's going across the back. And glue my other parts that I'm kind of made my design with, my other ribbons. Now, normally these tags go right through, but this ribbon just didn't work out. But I'm not going to sweat the small stuff. I'm just going to have to glue these ribbons on the back here. That's just like that. That one's glued. Just like that. And then I'm going to do the front. And the front will be, or the back, and then the back will be kind of the same. So it's a little different than normal, because usually I can get through all the ribbons. But I think this jupe one really, and this one here was just a little too thin to get underneath there properly. So now I'm just going to throw some weight on here, let that dry. And that's it.